Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we have Dura Trials out on Vietnam server for Season 3 Chains of Eternity. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to have both Dawnrise stages where you have to clear as normal and you sweep for loot and you can sweep 6 times per day. But then you have Nightmare stages, and these stages you will be able to attempt, and when you clear them it will increase the sweep rewards you gain for all of the Dawnrise stages. So for example here we have currently golden essence boost increased from 3 and plus 7, so plus 10 golden essence boost. We also have a chance up boost of 3% and 7% of the charm chest 2, and then we have a charm chest 2 plus 7% boost rate, which means that when we take a look here, even the first floors, which normally should not have any charm chest 2 plus on them, have that 7% rate because it is being basically provided from the nightmare clear progress. So this is going to increase the golden essence, or the essence you earn, as well as increase the drop rate of the higher rarity charms, which is really cool. And as you go further and further, I'm sure this will the nightmare stages will also increase, and eventually you're gonna get a higher, like the highest rarity drop rate, basically reward boost, and also chance up of the highest rarity charms. So right now it seems like, I think there are 40 floors total. You're gonna begin with 8 floors unlocked, and then on day 14 another 8 floors will probably be added. For Nightmare, 6 floors are unlocked, and then on day 14 another 6 floors will probably be added. It'll probably go up to stage 30 for Nightmare. Now here is the really interesting thing. In Nightmare, you're really limited by what heroes you can run. Like, look at this. A lot of heroes here are locked. And then out of the heroes which you're able to use, some of them have upgrades. So for example, is a Dura's Blessing, increase basic stats, and improve like sort of skill effects of the various different heroes. And there are only going to be 4 heroes boosted. And this is going to be either in Dawnrise or in Nightmare. Wherever you're doing it. So for example, if we go to this Blade Rogue campaign, here we haven't attacked anything. If we go into the battle right now, then we have all of the heroes available for the Dawnrise. But when we go into the Nightmare, you're only going to have the specific heroes available. It might be because we're on a higher floor, but I think Nightmare is just more challenging. And in both of them, there's going to be featured heroes. Wait, are the featured heroes the same? Is it like a daily? No, this is different. So here you have the Brutus, Lumont as featured heroes for this specific treasure. But again, only 4 heroes would be featured, but you can use as many as you want, whichever hero combination you would like to run. But that is basically how it's going to be. The first clear will not be dependent on the sweep loot, so you can first clear everything, it doesn't matter. But basically you don't want to sweep until the end of the day after you've completed as many Nightmare stages as possible to get your maximum reward boost. Right now we're waiting kind of for people to come up with the good formation, because there are okay, there's one formation in the records, but yeah, I might take a couple of runs to try to actually get that, so I won't do that right now. But basically you want to do your Nightmare challenges. That will give you bonus rewards on your sweep of your Dawnrise, and then Dawnrise you want to clear to the highest floor you can, and then you're going to sweep that, because the highest floor will get overall better rewards than the low floor, because it has some base rewards, and then on top of it will be your Nightmare rewards. So hopefully you guys are able to understand that. Now, here is the interesting thing. We get a preview at the charms. Now, the heroes looks like they have the same charms that they had in the previous season. You're still going to have 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different charm options for the heroes, and the charms look like the same basically options. Freyaster still only has sorcery charms, he doesn't have attack, for example. However, this is the difference. Skill power is now 4 cap and ultimate power 4 cap. So they are nerfing the effect of ultimate power and skill power. This is going to reduce the strength of, for example, Ludovic only slightly, from 5 skill power down to 4 skill power. Also Shakir. All of those heroes which really did a lot better from the skill power and ultimate power, they're going to be slightly tuned down, but not too much, because at least it's not 3. Like in the first season Song of Strife, it was a 3 skill power increase, so at least it isn't that. Now, as for the other stats, it does look like, I mean, the healing and haste one looks like it's being scaled down a bit. The HP and attack speed seems to be the same. Arcane is the same 20 attack, run attack, but the skill power is down to 4. Ultimate power down to 4. So that is basically the modification that has been made. yeah, that is the modification that has been made. So that is something to keep in mind. Basically, skill power will not be as high as before, but it will not be too much lower than before either. So it shouldn't make a huge difference, but it will make certain heroes a little bit weaker than they currently were in this season. I would imagine Sorcery Charms will still be best for Lily May because of the increase of true damage, even if it's 4 compared to 5 skill power. And Shakira, probably Mystic Charms is still going to be the best. But yeah, these heroes are going to have basically, oh yeah, the same charm options, right? I'm pretty sure these are all the same. If I can remember correctly. So there hasn't been a change to the charm types, just a change to the amount, the degree of it. Okay, so we can just do these early stages. You can see how some of them will go, but I mean the early ones are going to be really simple. And yeah, you just get your first time clear rewards. Really, you have to do the nightmare stages, and you want to do all of them, ideally up to the maximum. If you can't get the maximum, I don't think it's that big of a deal, because the final one, floor 6 of Nightmare, gives you Essence. But yeah, and okay, the other thing is that, I think this probably you guys understood this, but each treasure is going to have their individual nightmare stages, and this boost is only going to apply to this specific Gale treasure. Whereas the Iron Wall treasure, you will have to get these nightmare stages completed in order to boost the rewards from the Dawnrise campaign of this treasure. So you will have to do basically not only Dawnrise matches like in the previous season, you will also have to do nightmare challenges in order to max out your rewards. So it's kind of, it is increasing your work, however it's also probably increasing your rewards, because if you can push harder nightmare stages, you're going to go further. So yeah, let's just do a couple more stages here. We can try that nightmare stage that has the recommended formation, but usually what you want to do is just wait maybe for 4 or 5 hours, because it's basically soon after reset right now, and more teams will come out, and some teams which will have a better clear chance, because usually the first teams to be posted rely the most on RNG, and you have to keep running it over and over again until you get good enough luck to clear it. But yeah, this is basically going to be the change to the Dura Trials. I kind of like it. I think it's cool that there is another mode and we can boost our sweep rewards by doing it. But what I hope is that this boost is actually meaningful. Like, what I mean to say is that our hope is not like they're just like taking away some of the regular rewards and putting it locked behind the nightmare. I hope that we have those regular rewards, and on top of that, like regular rewards from last season, like drop rates, and we just get boosted on top of that. Because there was a big problem, in my opinion, in the Waves of Intrigue season with getting charms for your heroes. And I think that issue still hasn't really been resolved, because you will still be able to, once you clear a high enough floor, you will be able to choose which hero you want, which slot you want when you get to floor 40. However, the problem is there are still 5 charms, and you still could keep getting the charm you don't want. And that is kind of an issue, right? And that is not resolved by this like the new mechanics of the nightmare mode. It just increases maybe your drop chance, so you're gonna drop more of those mythic plus or mythic plus charms. So yeah, that is basically Dura Trials in a nutshell. It is going to be completely time gated, not gated on your AFK stage progress anymore. That is another important point, because we now have the progress limit, and that is pretty much going to be it. So we'll just go ahead and clear these remaining floors. And yeah, it seems like every 10, I don't know if it will be every 10 days, but 10 days after the, because on day 4 we got the unlock, day 14 we're going to get the next unlock, and it should be another 8 floors of Dawnrise, another 6 floors of Nightmare, and so in total there are going to be 5 rotations of this to get up to 40 of Dawnrise and up to 30 of Nightmare. So I believe Nightmare is going to end at stage 30 most likely. Okay, so we have 2 more floors to do. Yeah, I mean, these Dawnrise seem really easy. The Nightmare missions are hard, which is to be expected. But Dawnrise seem easier than before, so maybe that's another advantage. Like, people will be more easily able to clear all 40 floors of Dawnrise. But maybe they can't clear all of the Nightmare harder missions, but they can still at least get the option to socket in a specific slot and a specific hero for the charms that you're dropping. So that is kind of the advantage, right? I think that's kind of what they were planning with this, or I hope that's what they were planning, and that's how it is. Okay, yeah, so looking pretty easy. I mean, obviously these floors are a little bit more difficult than the first few that we went through, but he has a fully built account, like with all of the heroes now, and so like it's not going to be an issue for us. But yeah, you just want to try to go to the highest floor you can, and then you'll try to complete your nightmare missions, and then you can sweep after that. Okay, so we're done with the Dawnrise, and that is going to be pretty much it. So let me know, guys, what you think about this new sort of structure of Dura Trials, the nightmare mode as compared to the Dawnrise mode. Oh, it actually will show you. Oh no, it goes up to floor 50. Okay, because I saw that there was something. Okay, I did not know that. There was something here that said 35 and 40 is when you're gonna unlock the ability like before to have the socket, which slot you want it in and which hero you want. But apparently you're gonna have floor 50, which is something new. So maybe that will help you and solve the problem of actually being able to have a high drop rate of the specific charm you want. Because I think it would be nice if eventually it would also allow you to choose a set. Like, for example, not only the socket, not only the hero, but also the set you want. And I know that maybe would make it too easy, but like, come on, like, in the end, that's what you want, right? Otherwise, it's like you're just sweeping, and it's all left to luck. So these are the boosted heroes, guys, if you are interested in knowing. They are kind of, honestly, underused heroes, other than maybe Lenya and Korin. A lot of these heroes do not see much use or are big priorities on people's accounts. So they've kind of like made them more powerful for these modes. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.